Hello and welcome to another Pauper video. I'm Calicais and today we're playing Cycle Storm, probably the best actual storm deck in the format. It's very strong, very fast. So how does this deck work? Essentially, we're going to win the game with Draina's Stinger, which says whenever you cycle another card, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. It's hard because you will eventually run out of cyclers, but we are playing a very large amount of them, 22 total cyclers. And how does this continue on? Well, we have Reaping the Graves to return the things we cycle to our hand, and the engine, that's the engine of the deck. The big mana here is Songs of the Damned, which adds a black for each creature card in your graveyard. So the more creatures you have, the bigger this ritual is going to be. I'm also playing 4 Dark Ritual, 4 Cabal Ritual. I have 11 lands, and then 1 Swamp in the sideboard. I'm contemplating bringing in the Troll of Khazad-dûms along with the Swamp, but essentially what I've learned is that these cards here are my sideboard that I like, and these are flex that basically don't really matter. But Feldon's Cane here is mostly because I want it as a way to double loop my deck versus the Weather the Storms piles that could potentially pose a threat. So Rakdos here is what we're playing because we have Deadly Dispute. You can sacrifice an artifact or creature to draw 2 and create a treasure token. Works very well with our Great Furnace and Vault of Whispers, giving us more colored sources with the Lotus Petal and Deadly Dispute, essentially 8 Lotus Petals in the deck. Also works with Ardent Elementalist, where you get back your songs, you dispute the Ardent Elementalist. It's awesome. And then we're also playing Rowan's Grim Search, which has Bargain, sacrificing an artifact, enchantment, or token, also going after our lands. And it says, look at the top 4 cards of your library, then put up to 2 of them back on top of your library in any order, and the rest in your graveyard. You draw 2, lose 2. So one unlooked thing is you can put 0 on top and draw 2, meaning that this can see up to 6 cards. So if you play this and you see all cyclers, you just bin them and draw 2 extra. It's really sweet, helps you dig for your songs and your reaping. And then the rest of the deck is pretty stock. Sideboard, I've decided to go for Ingot Chewer just because I'm not a fan of Siege Smash. It's a good card, but Ingot Chewer is a creature and I just like it better. So I'm going to try that. Dispel is mostly for things like Thraben Charm, Pyroblast for blue decks, Flaring Pain for strands, and then we've got the Cane and the Troll as I described before. If you're interested for sideboard guides for the decks that I like to play, that's all on patreon.com/calicais. And if you want early access to videos, that's on the YouTube membership. Check out cardmarket.com, largest seller of Magic the Gathering cards in Europe. And make sure to like and subscribe and leave me a comment and let me know what you thought about the deck and whether or not I punted. Hopefully you enjoy, and we'll see you in round 1. We're in round 1. We have multiple cyclers, Deadly Dispute, Cabal Ritual. Seems all right. Opponent plays Geothermal Bog. Potentially Dredge. Let's play the Vault and pass. Could also be a Gardens deck. Now we have 3 cyclers. Twisted Landscape. That means it's probably a Gardens deck. They go Ichor Wellspring. So we tend to have time versus these, but they might be playing a Nile Spellbomb in the main deck. Let's cycle the Vantasaur, looking for not a Baronmoor. And then cycle the Street Wraith. All right, we're going to play out the Baronmoor and pass the turn. It's much better to have the ability to cycle these later than to play it as a land. 3 cards in the graveyard. We have Elementalist, 2 mana. I will cycle the Carabid. Looking for a land at the moment. Cycle a Healer. Find a Horror, so I'll play out the Petal and pass the turn. We could have 7 in the graveyard for the Cabal Ritual next turn. They grab a Forest. I imagine they're probably going to play Chrysalis. Deadly Dispute on the Wellspring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the graveyard. We could start going off. They play a Swamp. Are they going to initiative me? They play Chrysalis. Okay. That's a decent amount of damage. We find Reaping. I'll cycle the Horror. Go Cabal Ritual. So this makes 5 mana. Cycle a Healer. I'm looking for exactly the songs now. I think I can win if I get it. Vault of Whispers. Cycle a Stinger. We have a lot of creatures in the graveyard. I have a Dark Ritual. Cycle. We're 1/3 of the way through the deck. Like a Dark Ritual first and then Deadly Dispute. think I'm just going to deadly dispute my land right now. Didn't find it. Okay, so I guess I have to pass. We could do, I guess, the value reapings where we go petal, petal, dark ritual, reaping. Okay. What are you going to do? Deadly dispute. We have so many creatures in the graveyard. I just need a dark Songs of the Damned. Plays Witch's Cottage. Another way to try to find the songs would be a Rowan's Grim Search. Our opponent's going to put us to 14 with the Chrysalis, which every damage does count while you're throwing a bunch of Street Wraiths around. Reaping. Go Furnace. Play Dark Ritual. And I'm going to Elementalist for the Deadly Dispute and Deadly Dispute the Elementalist. Okay, finally resolves. We get the Deadly Dispute back. We can try to block, but are they going to kill it right now? Okay. I'll try Deadly Disputing my black land. There we go. Petal. So they added to the storm count with the cast down. Very nice of them. I'm going to go songs. So I could cycle the Carabid first. I've used one Deadly Dispute. So I have 3 more and 1 petal. All right, let's cycle the Carabid. Storm is 6. Cycle Street Wraith. Yeah, we got extra mana there. Now 13 in the graveyard. More reapings. Let's go songs. Reapings. Get back the Elementalist. And then we'll target the Street Wraiths. Street Wraith. Street Wraith. And then just get some creatures. Put a healer on the bottom of it, of the pile. Maybe I get all the creatures back and then I can use the healer. I don't think that matters. Cycle the Street Wraith. Cabal Ritual's good. Plus 3 mana. Cycle. We can Grim Search here. I'm not sure I want to do that yet. Let's cycle first. Another songs. So we're maxed out on songs now. Deadly Dispute. Now I can Elementalist plus Deadly Dispute. Cycle again. Another petal. Maybe we can just kill them the next turn. Cycle the Stinger. Cycle. Dark Ritual. Okay, things are going great. We probably don't need to play the healer out. I'm not sure. Let's just cycle it right now. It's nice to face a deck where you have a decent amount of time. Get back the Elementalist. I'll cycle this. Cycle the Horror. I'll go Petal, Elementalist. Get back the songs. And once again, they can kill this, but they decide not to. We Deadly Dispute the Elementalist. Still have 1 black floating, which means I have a ton of mana. Songs of the Damned. Cycle some more. The Street Wraith, we go to 6 life. 4 life. Dark Ritual. Deadly Dispute here. So Grim Search, not a card I'm going to be looking to play, probably. We can cast Cabal Ritual. We can Deadly Dispute the Treasure Token. Draw 2. I still have this Songs of the Damned. Dark Ritual. Cycle. Trying to draw my deck and then start winning. Cycling away. Let's see. We have 1 more petal. 1, 2, 3. No more petals. And how many Deadly Disputes left? 1, 2, 3, 4. No more Deadly Disputes left. Okay, so we go Songs of the Damned. Reaping the Graves. Get back, I guess, everything. We had 21. Yep, so let's get back everything. Let's put the Stingers first. And then the Street Wraiths. And then the Healers. And everything else. It just feels nice to be able to organize your hand. And because I'm yielding, this will all just happen quickly. And then I go red, cast a Stinger, cast another Stinger. Now if they want, they can kill this one. Do I think they have another removal spell? They're at 20. I should still have enough mana to kill them here. They have Viscer's Insight. That's very strange. Maybe they're looking for a Snuff Out. Cast the Stinger. So we have enough mana to kill them without using the Street Wraiths. Cycle. Deal you 2. And we only have 9 cards left in deck, so we just have to pay a little bit of attention. Just cycling away. Pretty easy game 1, luckily. And this is the deck that I'm interested in bringing in the Feldon's Cane for. They're going to have a ton of interaction. Go to 4 in library, 2, 3, or 1 left. Now I turn off the auto yields, or I just put a carabin on the stack, and our opponent's dead. So we want the ingot chewers and a cane. Get rid of the grim searches, a couple of cabal rituals, and 1 of the horrors, because that's the hardest to cycle. Could bring in the swamp. I don't know if it's gonna be necessary. I just want to test out this cane situation. All right, we have a hand we cannot keep. Mulligan. Just based on not having lands. This one is fine. I'll keep this. And then I can get rid of, I think, the Dark Ritual. We have 1, 2, 3 draws. They play Colony Guard in turn 1. Play Vault and pass. I'm a little bit concerned about the potential for a deck that has red in it to play Gorilla Shaman. Plays a Limbus. Okay, so we yield until the end step, let them do their thing, and then on end step we do our thing, which is continue to cycle looking for lands. All right, cycle away. It's 1 in the graveyard. I can turn off this yield, and then take my turn. I'll cycle another Carabid. Cycle Street Wraith. Let's play out. I'm not sure if I want to play the Baron more or not. I think I'm going to hold on to it. Opponent plays a Swamp. Nile Spellbomb. Okay. I'll play the Baron more then. What if I want to play the Lotus Petal? Maybe not this turn. A Fanatical Offering, their plant. Plays a Wellspring. We're doing nothing. I'm going to put 1 more creature in the graveyard. Draw a card. Best draw for me would maybe be a Deadly Dispute. Draw the Reaping. I'll cycle the Vantasaur. So now I guess if I find... play this Lotus Petal out. Cycle the Vantasaur. I guess I'm going to pass. What I'm looking for is... the Ingot Chewer. Now, if I were playing the Siege Smash instead of the Spellbomb, they would not be able to respond, but I can work through it just as easily. They had gotten a Haunted Mire on our end step. They play it. They have 4 mana available. Playing a Wellspring. Okay, my turn. Cycle to more. Okay, we found the Ingot Chewer, so we go Petal. Let's see if Ingot Chewer is any good. Evoke the Ingot Chewer. They crack the Spellbomb. We go Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual. Cabal Ritual. Reaping the Graves. Get everything back. There's a little bit of lag going on. The only problem with this is that we do lose that Reaping the Graves instance. Okay. Targeting the Vantasaur. I just got everything back. I did not target the Street Wraith specifically because we're just bringing everything back, then letting the Spellbomb's ability resolve, and then starting to cycle. So here they can pay 1. They didn't. Interesting. Okay. So I'll put the Evoke trigger, destroy the map, let that resolve. Let's cycle the Street Wraith. I'm just wondering if I can draw a Deadly Dispute, so I could Deadly Dispute the Ingot Chewer. Cycle the Carabid. Cycle another Carabid. Another Reaping. Cycle. Stinger. Cycle the Vantasaur. Okay, so the Chewer's gonna die. We play the songs. Go red. Elementalist. Get back the songs again. Then we'll start cycling. Cycle Vantasaur. I feel like we're pretty low on mana though. Cycle the Healer. Songs of the Damned. Cycling away. Finding a Chewer isn't good, but Siege Smash would not have been better. Cycle the Stinger. Deadly Dispute on the Elementalist. We only have 3 mana left. And we got the songs. Let's Cabal Ritual. Cycle the Baronmoor. Cycle the Street Wraith. We can kind of imagine that our opponent is sitting on a Weather the Storm. And I would really like to see if this Feldon's Cane can beat that. Let's play... Do I want to play Reaping first? And then cycle... I could go plus 1 mana. We have 13 creatures in the graveyard though, so just songs. Cast Reaping. I can get everything back, then play the Stinger out, and then see if they want to like try to weather at that point. Oops, I got back the Chewer on accident. I should not have gotten back the Chewer. Leaving it in the graveyard would have been a lot better. Okay. We will Elementalist. Get back the songs again. Red. Cast a Stinger. And now this is the moment where they probably should weather. They did not. So let's start doing the thing. Cast the weather. We'll cycle. Cycle. I think, see, they should have cast it in response, but they did not. So we should be able to deal them 18 here. Cycling away. Just having the songs in hand is going to do so much to help us make it. All right, another Street Wraith. So we're almost out of Street Wraiths. Cycling. I mean, I didn't get to use my Feldon's Cane, but that's because my opponent seems to have messed up. But maybe I will have to use it anyway. Cycling away. We're looking for Deadly Disputes. We can get the Elementalist in the graveyard. All right, almost out of cyclers. There's another songs. Put the songs over here. Actually, I should not put that red on the edge because I've been known to misclick there. Let's cycle. Down to 1 mana available. We songs. And we cycle some more. Cycle in. And this one, we found another Reaping, so it's easily the game. Cycling away. Another songs. Let's just play songs. Reaping again. We have 11 cards left. So I think I just get back everything again. I probably shouldn't have selected the Street Wraiths, but it doesn't particularly matter. Playing a little bit loose, and we win the match. Okay, round 2. We're on the play. So this hand is risky because we have no black mana. We do have 2 Cyclers and Ardent Elementalist and the Grim Search. So I'm going to keep, and this is one of those times where we might just lose from not having the right colors. Furnace has the turn. I should really upgrade my furnaces. The new old barter ones are pretty sweet. Our opponent is on Dockside Extortionist. So this is Red-Black Madness. This is a unlucky land. We'll cycle. This might be when we have to actually cast this healer. Cycle again. We're looking for the black land or a Lotus Petal. Did not find it, but we have a lot going on. Yep, this is a sketchy keep, I guess. Most of the cyclers in our deck can cycle off of a red source, and I had kept 4 horrors because sometimes you want to cast your creatures, but it's possible that doing that was a mistake. I have 11 lands in my deck, and 8 of them are black, so we are likely to draw a black land if we do draw a land. Opponent looks like they're going to use the grab the prize, discarding a snacker, get the snacker back. Now they have a 2/1, and they dealt me 2 damage. The value is just absurd with that combo. My turn. We have a healer. I'll cycle it. I have a Lotus Petal. So what happens if I try to go for it? Probably not worth it. Pass. We need to wait for the last possible moment. Going for a turn 3 here is pretty risky. We do have Dark Ritual cycle into, I don't know, like we can Dark Ritual Grim Search this. That'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we probably find a land into Cabal Ritual. Then we can Cabal Ritual, Grim Search away the other land. But not being able to Deadly Dispute the land is kind of a problem. I think I probably have to go for it next turn though, because they can deal me a lot of damage. Here they come in for 2. We go to 16. They're passing. I find another Cabal Ritual. All right, I'm going to try it. Dark Ritual. It's 5 in the graveyard. Let's just cycle the horror. Be safe. Okay, I can Cabal Ritual. Now the other Cabal Rituals will make 5 mana. Cabal Ritual again. Only have 4 creatures in the graveyard. I'm going to float the red in case I need to cast the Elementalist. Grim Search puts me to 14. There's the songs. And we will take the Lotus Petal, play the Lotus Petal, play Cabal Ritual. We can just hard cast the Grim Search, draw some cards. Unfortunately, we can't sacrifice the Elementalist to the Grim Search. Okay, now I'm getting risky. They could be representing 9 damage right now. Cycle the Stinger, Arc Ritual. We'll play the Songs of the Damned. We'll get the Ardent Elementalist to get back the songs. My opponent is okaying through everything. Elementalist. We get back the songs. Then we Deadly Dispute the Elementalist. Cycle again. I'm loving it. Cycle. Oh, this is definitely combo time. I've totally forgot. Just the long turns. Cycling away. Turn 4. Dark Ritual. Storm is 12. We can go Cabal Ritual again. And then, let's see. So I can actually probably get some extra value out of the songs if I Reaping right now, because we already have enough Storm. So I can go target the Elementalist. And then we definitely want the healer at the bottom. We'll go Horror, 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 and then the rest. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think I clicked everything correctly. We'll pick up the Horror and cycle it. This just gives me a tiny chance to find like another creature off the top to get +1 extra mana off of the songs. So if basically only if there's a creature right now, and there was. Okay. Songs of the Damned. We get 12 mana. I'm going to F6. Everything's resolving. Our opponent's okaying through it all. No problem. Turn off this. Play land. Play Petal. We'll start with the Elementalist to get back the songs. And then play out a healer. Cycle Horror. Gains a life. I don't want to play the Stingers just yet because I don't have so much mana that I feel like I am in a good spot to draw my entire deck. They're doing something. Playing red. Maybe they thought that they could do something at instant speed. Bolts the healer. Let's cycle. Finding a Barrenmore. Just going to keep cycling away. I really wanted to make the Street Wraiths viable right now. Cycle a Street Wraith. Go back up to 11. Street Wraith, I think, is probably one of the best cards in your deck at being a 0 mana cycler is just so big. You really want to try to focus on using those. Another Songs. So Another Songs is great, but now we need a Reaping. We only have 2 more card draw spells. Cycle the Healer. Cycle a Carabid. Okay. Should I use the Treasure? I think I'm just going to, okay, play the songs here. Deadly Dispute on the Elementalist. Start cycling some more. We're at 21 left in deck. Very close to finishing this turn. Back up to 18 life. Found the Reaping. Easy. Make sure to cycle all my creatures first. Stinger. Let's cycle a land. See if I can draw a creature. Making a life gain buffer. Cycle again. Okay. And then it looks like we don't want a songs because we draw another. Yep, that dies. We're 22. Go to 23. We draw another card. Street Wraith. Cycle it. 21 life. Play the Lotus Petal. And then we can Songs of the Damned. 23 Storm. Reap in the Graves, everything back again. Go yield through this turn, and I'm just going to select all my creatures. I'll lead off with the Ardent Elementalist again, and then just cast out a couple of Stingers and then win the game from there. Our opponent's still okaying through every trigger, so... Oh, did I miss a healer? Oh, stink. I misclicked. Missed 1 creature. Will it matter? Red. Red. And red. Here comes the Elementalist. Get the songs. We Deadly Dispute that. Boom. Cast a Stinger. We cast another Stinger. I have more Stingers than you have bolts. Sure, bolt it. Go ahead. Yep, it's bolted. It's fine. I have a lot of Stingers. Here's another stinger. And then how about another stinger? Okay, let's cycle away. Zap you. Now we just have to execute. We'll cycle a stinger or another street wraith. And what's nice here is that we have enough mana that we can just like cast some spells. Cycling a Carabid, deal 3. Should probably cycle the horrors first because they are the easiest to click. Just auto selects the black mana. You go to 8. 5. Cycle in. We have 5 cards left in deck. Now they started F6ing. Okay, we win game 1. Once again, I believe that we need the Ingot Chewers. There's a possibility that we need the Swamp. We need to go fast. I think I can just cut these. And then maybe 1 Grim Search for 1 Swamp. Generally, my cuts are pretty much always 2 Cabal Rituals and 2 creatures. Maybe Horror of the Broken Lands is actually pretty good versus them because they only have damage-based removal. So if we get overly hit by all of the... So I'll bring out 2 Carabids, actually. Troll of Khazad-dûm kind of being a meme at the moment. Okay, so I like this hand. If we think they have Gorilla Shaman, we still have the Baronmoor. We have double songs. If we cycle the Baronmoor, we have 2 cyclers. Maybe this hand is a risk. I think some people would probably call it a bad hand because it only has 1 cycler in it. They play a Drawsforge Bridge and pass. I'll play my Vault and pass. Do I want to put the Horror into play? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we cannot play a turn 2. They play an Epic here. I feel like they're going to have so many chumpers with their snackers and stuff that the Horror's not really going to get there. And in that case, it would have been better to have the Seed Smash because the Seed Smash gives it trample. I'll Spellbomb for the opponent. Let's just cycle. Play the Baronmoor out, actually. There's a lot of opportunities to play in a way that makes your opponent have to crack the Spellbomb. They're not incentivized to use it right now. We cycle the healer. We only have 2 in the graveyard. Faithless Looting. Okay. So they have a Kitchen Imp now, which means they have 3 power on the table. I think I would rather try to force through the Spellbomb than put the Horror onto the battlefield. Not sure if that makes me afraid or what. We're at 16. I'll cycle the healer just in case I want to keep the Horror. Vantasaur. Cycle of Vantasaur. Another Horror. Let's pass. We can Deadly Dispute the Vault and then try to find a Chewer to kill the Spellbomb, but we would still have to have the Reaping as well. The Jagged Barons pinging me away with their land. Looks like they're going to cast another spell, another Madness spell here. An Alms the Vein. So this puts us to 9. We're at 12 and then 3 from the 2 creatures. Getting in. I guess a lot of things have to go right now, huh? Deadly Dispute the land. Okay, that wasn't amazing. Go land. Dark Ritual. Start cycling. Cycle. Cycle. Down to Elementalist. Let's cycle again. Play a Lotus Petal. I'll try Songs. So they probably crack this. Then I can Songs. Cycle away. Cast my Songs. Deadly Dispute the land. Looking for the Reaping. Found the Reaping. 5. Okay, so I guess I just cycle a couple of times. Cabal Ritual's good. Cycle this. Another Deadly Dispute. I guess I want to save that for the Elementalist. So let's Reaping everything back. Wait. Yeah, and then we want to use the Songs now to maximize it. Okay. Cycle this. We played through that pretty easily, it looked like. Cycle a healer. Oh wait, we don't want to do that. What am I doing? That was not correct. Do I think that I'll be able to find another Reaping right now? I don't think so. I have 4 mana. Yeah, let's just let this resolve. That was not correct, because I didn't mean to put the creature in the graveyard. I was trying to keep it out of the graveyard. Okay. Now we can cycle. 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 Street Wraith is good. Cycle that one. Cast Songs of the Damned. Cycle some more. Now I can afford to completely burn my mana pool. 7. Cycle the Stinger. Finding another Reaping. We get the songs. We go red for the Elementalist. Easy. Get back songs. We Deadly Dispute the Elementalist. And we draw some more cards. Cycle again. Go to 5. Alright. So cycle some more. Lotus Petal. Play the songs. Cycle. Another Street Wraith. We're at 3. Dark Ritual. Reaping. Get back Elementalist. And then everything else. Okay, all the creatures are clicked. Bring them all back. Then we'll go white, red, red. Play the healer. Play the Elementalist. Which gets back the songs. Easy. And then let's lay out a Stinger. A little bit of a risk doing that because... And let's not cycle that one. Let's cycle a Horror. Cycle the Horror. Like, we're sort of low on mana. Cycle Street Wraith. We go to 2, then back up to 1. Street Wraith again. Go to 2 life. Cycle a Horror. Go to 3 life. Street Wraith. Go back to 2 life. Another songs is very welcome. It makes it easy. Cycle again. Let's see if we drew any more mana over here. No, but we did draw a Street Wraith, which is sort of more mana. It adds to the songs. Okay, Songs of the Damned. I had a Deadly Dispute left, I believe. I can Deadly Dispute on the Elementalist, which means now I can Dark Ritual, red, Stinger, and then finish the game. Cycle, and then we have to order these triggers. I guess I'm still yielding through this turn. I should definitely note that. But they're not doing anything. So I need to not yield by the time I'm actually putting a Reaping on the stack if I do that. Cycling away Avantasaur. When it goes to 7, this puts them to 5. Zapping you. We have 6 cards left in our library. They go to 3. Cast Songs. Cycle. And I think we can just kill them with this Baronmoor here. Cycle. Cool. So we're 2-0 on to round 3. Round 3 on the play. I keep. Weird hand with a tap land turn 1. We have double Cycler. We got the Deadly Disputes. Play the Baronmoor and pass the turn. What is Discog up to? What are you up to? Forest. Okay. Generally, we have a good Forest matchup. They're on Sprawl, green, maybe Bogles. So we'll start by cycling. I think I Dark Ritual cycle because I'm afraid it's Bogles and I need to move to find my second land. Cycle the Horror. Find a Deadly Dispute. Let's cycle a Carabid. Cycle a Healer. Did not find a land, huh? Oh yeah, we found the Great Furnace. Let's pass the turn. 3 creatures in the graveyard, soon to be 4 on turn 2. We'll have 5 in the graveyard. Cabal Ritual needs another 2 for Threshold. So on their turn 3, maybe we can just Deadly Dispute this. We play a Utopia Sprawl, spreading out the Sprawls. We've got Bloom Burrow, or no, this is a basic forest from Foundations. Chooses white, so it's Bogle's confirmed. Unless it's some sort of Ponza. Bogle. Can they deal us 20 next turn? Let's see if they have armor plus mask plus something else. They let the mana go to waste. We cycle. I'm going to... Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to Deadly Dispute this land. We have Songs of the Damned. 4 in the graveyard. I'm just going to cycle a Horror. Trying to find a land. Did not find a land. Okay, so that was a bit of a bummer. Because Songs of the Damned only making 5 mana isn't great. I probably shouldn't have done that. I should have waited to the next turn, gone Cabal Ritual, cycle, etc. They play an Armadillo Cloak and a Bogle, so they have like no power in their hand. That means I'm getting this turn plus I can go off on the next turn after that. I don't think there's a way for them to kill me if they didn't have anything going on. Find a land. Let's cycle here. Play the Baron Moor. Then we can make 5 mana, double cycle. Cycle the Baron Moor as well. We could have maybe gone off on that turn if I hadn't screwed up. They have a Bogle and another Armadillo Cloak, maybe, or Mask. If it's Cloak again, I don't feel bad about it. I mean, yeah, that would be just 5 damage coming in, 6 damage total. It is going to be sketchy. So they're going up to 29 life. I probably should try to win. All we really need is a Reaping. We get another artifact land, we can Deadly Dispute it. Okay, 29. Find a Horror. Let's Cabal Ritual and cycle a few things. So this is going to make plus 8 mana right now after I cycle these. Found the Reaping. Should be easy going, but we only have the storm count of 1. Great Furnace. Let's cycle. Cycle the Stinger. So we Songs of the Damned. Deadly Dispute. I'm trying to float the red, but maybe it's a mistake. Okay, we found more mana. So I think we're in a fine spot. An Elementalist would be good. The last card in their hand was Ash Barrens, which they cycle now. That's what they were holding on to priority for. Okay, Healer. Get that in the graveyard. Draw some cards. Draw some more cards. Grim Search. Let's Deadly Dispute on the treasure. Petal. And then I guess I Grim Search away the petal. It's a bit of a risk too, though. Oh well, I'm doing it. Bargain it. We're never going to get any other option. So there's the Ardent Elementalist. And we want the colored source probably. We can't, what's interesting is you're not allowed to undo there with that one. Songs of the Damned. Red. Elementalist. Storm is 8. Get back songs. Make sure I click the right card, not Rowan's Grim Search. So Grim Search looked really good there. Deadly Dispute. Let's cycle. We have 14 in the graveyard, so we need some more storm count. Cycling away. Cycle will go to 7. I can cast songs. Let's just hard cast a Grim Search. Going to 5 life. Cycle 2 more things. 3 more things. Nice. I feel like the Rakdos version of the deck just kind of, it plays itself sometimes, which is sweet. I do enjoy. We're cycling away. I'll go to 1 life. Dark Ritual. Songs of the Damned. Reap in the Graves. We'll get back just, I guess we can get back Stinger and Healer or just double Stinger. All right. I think I want to get back everything. Well, no, we have only 14 Storm. So let's get Stinger. And then F6. We have a ton of mana. So we get Healer and the rest going down. Just not getting back the Elementalist this time. I don't know why I didn't click the Street Wraiths there. The whole point of getting the Healer was so that I could cycle his Street Wraiths. White and red. Cast this one. And Stinger. Then we're going to start looking for red mana. And our opponent scoops. That was very kind. Do I have any more red mana in the deck? Can't look at my cards. So this is 100% erase. I've seen some crazy Bogles players, some over-the-top Bogles players play Relic in their sideboard, but I think you just resubmit. Okay, we have to mulligan the no-lander. Oh man, mulligan again. Okay, we have 2 lands. We'll keep. Get rid of Cabal Ritual and Dark Ritual. Just hope to draw into some more. We have to lead on Baron Moor probably, and then cycle turn 2. It's about, well, we could also go Furnace, cycle, land, cycle. And then we've done the same amount of cycling, and we could potentially draw a Volt. So I guess that's the plan. Dark Ritual and Cabal Ritual are our last 2 cards in our library. So I have 6 more rituals plus the songs to draw into. Opponent has led with a Bogle into Abundant Growth, which means they probably have the Ethereal Armor. Cartouche, okay. So 2 damage. I'll cycle the Stinger first. Okay. Draw a card. Furnace. There's a Vault. Okay. That worked out. So we only have 2 cycles, which means... I guess maybe Rim Search would be good. They get in for just 3? What is going on? And nothing else. I don't know what they have in their hand. Could be anything. Let's cycle this. Go to my turn. Let's Deadly Dispute the red land. Play a Great Furnace and pass. Cycles and Ash Barrens. I feel like I need to try to go for it on the next turn, potentially. Turn 4 is like usually the kill turn in Pauper, or used to be, before you had turn 3 Brute Scale. What's next? Place of Plains. They have a second Plains in hand, huh? They put us to 12. I could keep the healer in hand to try to just buy some time. Alright, I'm gonna do that. We'll go healer. Cycle. So that puts me to 13. And then to a 12 off the Street Wraith. And now 11. Land. Cycle the Stinger. Back to 12 life. Pass the turn. What is our opponent going to do? They have to draw a payoff. I can't block this one, but I can block here, so we're still just taking 3 a turn. Oh, they have the mask, so it's 7 damage coming in. They only... Okay, they're attacking with both. Attacking with everything. I'll block. Maybe they expected me to chump on the Bogle. We go to 5. Let's Deadly Dispute away this land. We have Grim Search. So we have to go land, pedal. I have to find songs. Grim Search away this. Found songs. The rest are going to go to the graveyard. We go Songs of the Damned. 9 mana. Cycle. Go to 5 life, or 4 life, and then 5 life, 6, 7 life. Found the Reaping. Probably better just Reaping right now. So we'll go after the Stinger. Because the Street Wraiths here are free. Street Wraith. We do have to draw more mana though. Cycle. Found a Deadly Dispute. I'll cycle the Street Wraith first. Go to 3. Dark Ritual's good. Cycling away. Feeling like we can get there maybe. Cycle some more. There's the songs. Alright. Cycle. Deadly Dispute again. Cycle this one. Dark Ritual. I'm going to Deadly Dispute here. That gives me some colored sources. Cycle. Cycle again. And then we have the songs. This songs is for a huge amount. And there's the Ardent Elementalist. That's what I was saving the other Deadly Dispute for. Elementalist. Now it's just easy. Get back to songs. Deadly Dispute the Elementalist. And then cast some Cabal Rituals and start cycling. Okay. We also have a Grim Search left. So I suppose I could cast that. Let's bargain away the last land. Finding songs, Reaping. Okay, any order. We already have the Draneth Healer in play. Cycling away. So I guess... We have that last petal. Okay. 18 creatures in the graveyard, so we just go songs, Reaping. How many Deadly Disputes have we used? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So let's Reaping. Let's get everything back. Kill our opponent. Doesn't actually matter if we get everything back. Click, click, click. I'm trying not to miss, and we win the match. Okay, here we go. We're on the play again. Round 4. Keep. Yeah. It's the same problem as before where we only have one cycler. But we can cycle this and cycle this. And we're on the play. Land, pass the turn. Opponent is on Swamp and Chromatic Star. So that probably means Brood Scale. Could also be a different deck. Let's play Great Furnace and pass the turn. Double Swamp. So it's probably not Affinity. I'm going to guess it is Brood Scale. My plan is to Deadly Dispute the Great Furnace. Our opponent Deadly Disputes their Chromatic Star. Looking for a green source. No Brood Scale this turn. I'll blast my land away and draw cards. Find Carabid Songs. Let's start with Dirk Ritual. Cycle. Cycle this one. That's 6 in the graveyard. So close. 7 in the graveyard now. So we can go... We could Songs of the Damned. This is turn 3. How aggressive am I? I want to try to win. I'm going to Songs. Cycle. Because we have the Elementalist in hand. Cycle here. Grim Search, or Cabal Ritual, Cabal Ritual. Let's Grim Search. Do I cycle first? Let's Grim Search. Sack this. Looking for that Reaping. On another Grim Search. And a land, so I could play the land and Grim Search it. Okay. Land, tap it. Red, Elementalist. Get back the Songs. Cycle. Petal. Songs. I'm pretty all in. I really hope it works out. Grim Search. We find nothing. We have to take the Songs. Do I even want to take the Songs? I have to try to find the Reaping, so I'll take nothing. Cycle. Wow. Last possible second. Okay. No, I have to. This is my last Songs. 1, 2. 1, 2. No, I have another Songs left in the deck. Okay, I'm going to Reaping right now. Get back Stinger. Wait, how many creatures? I have 11 creatures, so I should just Songs. Get back all my creatures. Target the Horror first, and then we will target all the Street Wraiths. So the Street Wraiths are on top. Street Wraith. No other Street Wraiths in the deck, or in the graveyard. Okay, so we pick up the Street Wraith, we cycle it right away. Keeping as many creatures in the graveyard as possible to try to draw another Songs. Cycle. Not cycling that. Cycle away. Vault of Whispers. Stinger. We only have 10 mana. Cabal Ritual, okay. Gives me a couple more cards, basically. Plus 3 cards for that Ritual. I'm not going to cycle the lands. I guess it doesn't matter if I cycle lands or not. That Recycling. Come on. Didn't get there yet. Street Wraith, okay. We go to 6 life. Cabal Ritual. I'm super all in. Cycle away. Deadly Dispute, okay. Kill the Elementalist. Draw. Cycling a healer. We have 16 cards left, 15 left. We have another Deadly Dispute. I don't know if I have a land drop right now. 5 cards left. Cycle, or 13 in the library. No land drops available. Cycle the Horror. Cycle this Horror. Wow, cycle? Come on. Cycle? Oh no, we're gonna fizzle. Kind of Reaping. So basically, turn off auto yields. Okay, let's cycle this. Cycle this. We found it. Okay. Unreal. Petal, petal, petal. Songs. It was the last. I mean, we could have maybe dug a teeny bit deeper. Okay. We're Reaping. We have Storm is 21. Elementalist. Get everything. Hopefully I got everything. Then we'll go red, red, white. Play the Elementalist for the Songs. And then play Deadly Dispute on the Elementalist. And then go off from there. Our opponent scoops. Sweet. Turn 3. And what do we want to do? I don't think we want to do anything. They could have Weather the Storms. It slows them down quite a bit to do that, though. They're probably going to have Duresses. I'm just going to resubmit. It's a combo race. Okay, we have no land. That would have been so close. Let's mulligan. Mulligan again. Does not look good for us. Mulligan to 4. Mulligan. Okay, I'm going to mulligan to 0. And then I'm just going to see what they're up to. Colony Garden. We find a Reaping. We want to get as much information as possible. Turn 2 Brood Scale. Do they have the turn 3? We have nothing. I guess I need to bring in a land just so I don't have to mulligan to infinity. They rumble, swamp, last rites, and a forest. Chooses forest. Okay. Plays a star. Getting in for 2. Your turn. I feel like with last rites, this means it's just green-black. So I think I'm good to concede from here. But Chromatic Star is weird to me. So I kind of want to see if they have any Manor Gates or whatever. I guess it doesn't really matter. It's basically the same. Okay. Bring in the swamp, and I will cut one of my Cabal rituals. Okay, Brood Scale. The big bad baddie of the format. Let's keep. Nobody likes Brood Scale. Let's play the Baron more. I tried recording different versions of Brood Scale, but people spoke with their views and they did not want to watch it. Find a songs. I think I Dark Ritual and then double cycle. Cycle again. Cycle again. Play Vault of Whispers. That's the turn. Okay. Troublemaker Oof. I go after my land. Whatever. Dark Ritual. Grim Search the land. We'll take the Reaping. Cycle the Street Wraith. Okay, we have 11. Let's go land, Cabal Ritual, cycle. This is going to be a turn 3 again, maybe. Don't have a lot of storm. Cycling away. Okay, so I have to go songs, dispute the land, Dark Ritual, Reaping. Do I just get the horror or the? I don't think so. Let's get the bottom card. Then grab Street Wraith, and the rest that we can grab. Whatever we have the storm count for. Cycle. Vault. Cycle. Cycle. Petal is okay. Cycling away. The basic. No! Songs of the Damned. Let's go! Cycle away. Another Reaping. Cycle. Petal. Cycle the Stinger. I think this is an easy win here. Cabal Ritual. We have 11 in the graveyard. So Songs of the Damned. Reaping. Get back the Stingers. I think I just get everything back now. Everything I can get back anyway. F6. Then un-F6. Go red. Play a Stinger. Play a Stinger. Okay, they're both on the table. That means we have probably killed them. It feels good. We just need to cycle 10 times. We drew another songs. Easy. Cycling away. See if I have any more cards I can draw. Any more rituals. Cycle the Carabid. Another Carabid. Our opponent goes to 6. Cycle. You go to 4. And 3. And 2. And kill you with the dino. Whap. Okay, we're 4-0. Let's see if we can get it done. Okay, round 5 on the play. Very solid hand. Let's keep it. I think I'm going to do the same thing where I go land, cycle, see if I can just draw into a vault. Because that actually paid off previously. I was actually pretty excited about how well that went. Island Fairy Seer. I don't like this. Don't like that at all. Let's cycle the Carabid first then, and then maybe try to play the Draenei Stinger out. I don't know. Probably not. Cycle. Mono Blue Fairies is not the best matchup for me. Cycle this. Just, I feel uncomfortable in the matchup. Play Baron more. Pass the turn. We've got more cyclers. Yeah, it's mono blue. They don't know how to match their lands. Come on, opponent. Why'd you do this? Why? Maybe they sold all their lands. Because Magic Online likes to autofill for you. Okay, let's cycle this. Interestingly, they're holding up Spell Stutter. Cycle the Carabid. Cycle the Street Wraith. Okay, I'll cycle another one, though I don't like it. We're at 15. Okay, let's play the Barrenmoor. We might be able to trick them with the Deadly Disputes. They flash in a Brine Barrow. Let's see if they want to do anything. Passing. Let's try Deadly Dispute on this land. If they Spell Stutter, then we could potentially play the songs, assuming they don't have Dispel or Spell Pierce in hand. Spell Pierce. I'll pay. Double Spell Pierce. What a meanie. So they're probably out of Spell Pierces in hand now. Plays a Fairy Seer. The best case scenario for me, they tap out for some sort of ninja that doesn't actually get them a land. And then it's my turn. They go top, bottom. You have to assume they're going to ninja here. They did not ninja. I will Deadly Dispute my land again. Here comes the Spell Stutter. Oh, the Discipline. Wow, they didn't go for it. I'll go land. Hardcast the Stinger. Okay, I guess that's the way it's going to be. So I can block your Brine Barrow now. I can also attack with my Stinger. They're very focused. I attack for 2. Moon Circuit Hacker. I need a second Songs, a Dark Ritual. Not sure. Okay, so they still have Spell Stutter Sprite. They play out the Fairy Seer again. Vault of Whispers. Cast another Stinger. Let's cycle the Barrenmoor. Deal you 2. Land. I guess I can't afford to attack in. They cast Of One Mind. Plays a land. Of One Mind again. They're building a Storm Count. Attacking with everything. Okay. Block and block. We go to 6 life. They have 3 mana, probably no Spell Pierce. Casting a Miscreant. I'll use the Dark Ritual. And Reaping. Get back my stuff. I feel like I need to go for the Street Wraith, unfortunately. This will put me to 2 life, though. 1, 2, 3, 4. Start by cycling the Carabid. We're at 17. Cast the Stinger. Cycle the Horror. We're at 15. Land. Back in. They go to 11, or 12, 13. Let's try Dark Ritual. Here comes the Spell Stutter Sprite. Okay. Cycle. We're at 11. Cycle. And we go to 2 life. Spell Stutter is going to resolve. Let's cast Songs of the Damned. I'd like to win with the Spell Stutter on the stack. That'd be hilarious. Cycle. They tried really hard not to have their Spell Stutter get wrecked. Okay. And we can go Petal. Songs. Get back everything. Hopefully everything. We want to get Street Wraith, and then move up from there. Okay. Lay out the healer. That way I can use my Street Wraiths. So it's kind of like, I don't know, mana positive. Not really. Cycle. So one of the things I found when playing mono blue is that, yeah, getting the Stinger into play can definitely cause them some pain. So we showed them that we knew they had the Spell Stutter Sprite in hand, and we gave them the opportunity to use it or die, and they did. Well, they didn't use it, then they would have died, and then eventually they had to use it. So we need all the Pyros. I'm going to cut the Grim Searches and 2 Cabals. Maybe bring in a Swamp. Cut 2 Cabals and 1 Horror. Well, yeah, just 1 land, 1 creature. 1 random creature. Carabid, I guess. Maybe it should just be the Vantasaur. So my list specifically only has 3 red lands, which means that it's a little bit harder to cast the Pyroblasts. Here we drew red land. This looks pretty good. So we'll probably lead on Great Furnace Cycle again. And it's very possible that they will be trying to relic us. I've seen relic in the sideboard of a couple of these decks. In that case, we try to put the horror into play probably. Or we just go like turn 1 healer, bop in. Plays a miscreant. I'll go Vault of Whispers, pass. We can turn to the horror if they tap out. But we'll see. Our opponent has gone to 3 cards. They're probably going to flip a ninja. They didn't. Let's cycle the healer. Play a land. Pass the turn. So we're looking for pyros. Another land. 3 cards in hand. They didn't have a ninja last turn, or they were trying to hold it. Getting in. No ninja. Okay. Seer. So we're just going to try to work up to hard casting some stuff and attacking. They have a hard time dealing with big creatures. They go bottom, bottom. We'll cycle. Cycle again. We found the Reaping. I'm going to cycle the Carabid on a swamp. Let's cycle this. Land. So we have 5 mana. And pass the turn. Maybe I should just cycle my stuff right now. Guess it depends if they have a ninja. They didn't have a ninja. Cycle away. Find a Great Furnace. Okay, this thing has Vigilance. I wonder what I should do. Lotus Petal? Cycle the Vantasaur. Maybe I should just cast this Carabid. Cycle the Street Wraith. Do I think they have... Cycle this. I don't know if they have Counterspell. Found Songs. Oh, if Spellsetter Sprite is in their hand, what do we do? Play out the... Probably Lotus Petal. Play Cabal Ritual. I think this looks to be the time for a value Reapings. I think what's going to happen here is they go Spell Pierce. Or Spellsetter Spriting. Play Dark Ritual. Maybe I should have gone Songs plus Dark Ritual. They have Dispel. I've got Dispel. I can cycle. Spells on the Dark Ritual. Cycle. Cycle again. So if I Deadly Dispute and find Songs, I'll probably win. Or I can just go for the Reaping. I think I'm going to try to Deadly Dispute for the Songs. Did not find it. But we can Pyro the Spellsetter. Pyro the Spellsetter. Okay. Spell resolves. Ball Ritual resolves. Deadly Dispute on the red land. Cabal Ritual again. Reaping. We do need a Songs though. We have no Street Wraith, so we have one Street Wraith, and then on down. Okay, let's see what we draw. I could also play the Street Wraiths out. Cycle a Street Wraith, cycle a Street Wraith, cycle a Street Wraith again. That's a lot of Street Wraiths. We have the Elementalist. Okay. Cycle. Deadly Dispute. That gives me exactly 4 mana. So how many creatures in the graveyard right now? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not great. I'll cycle. Dark Ritual. That was a good pickup. Cycle again. Dark Ritual again. Okay, I think we're all in now. I'm not turning back. Cycle the Horror. Or, yeah. Bring everything back. Red. Elementalist. To get back the Songs, which I have just one of. Cast the Songs for 8. Deadly Dispute. Draw cards. Draw 2 cards. Another Reaping. Cycle. Cycling. Can we get there? We're drawing cards. We haven't accomplished anything. Cycling. Cycling. Cycling again. Another Reaping. Let's cycle this one. Okay, I'm going to try to cycle the Carabid. I think I fizzled. Okay. Let's just Pyroblast. Kill this thing. That was unfortunate. Oh, another Miscreant. I chose the wrong creature to kill. So we had 1 Songs in 46 cards. Cycle. They have 2 cards left. Pyroblast. Cycle this. Cycle the Barrenmoor. Man. I think we're out of colors. There's a Songs. So we need to draw 3 cards deeper. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Great Furnace, Great Furnace. Alright. Songs. Counterspell. Songs of the Damned again. I don't know what to do now. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we only have Deadly Dispute and one Great Furnace left as colored sources. I still think I have to get... I think I just have to draw cards. So we want to draw as many cards as possible. So we get one Stinger. Then we get Street Wraith. Stinger, Stinger. 1, 2, 3. I guess we still have one Songs left in the deck. Cycle to 1 life. Fire Blast. Cycle. Cycle. We have Healer. There's the Great Furnace. Do I want to cycle the Stinger? I think so. Dark Ritual. So I actually probably just lay the Stinger. Okay, land. Play the Stinger. If they have Hydroblast, I'm probably dead. They didn't. So we have to get some creatures. 2, 3. Okay, I don't know what's going to happen here. Cycle. 4 cards left, right? So the Deadly Dispute has to be like this card or the next card. Otherwise we die. Reaping. Maybe I can do it. Cycle. Don't think so. There's the Deadly Dispute. Storm is only 7. Pick up the Stinger. Cycle the Stinger. Yeah, we just don't have enough storm count, I think. Maybe. So now I turn off all my yields. And I just start cycling. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I know what to do. Yeah, okay, this might work. So we go Songs of the Damned. No, that doesn't work. At least we can cast the Deadly Dispute. But then it's not enough. 8, 9, 10. So they'll be at 2 life. All right, they win. Just all my songs were too deep, I think. Is there anything I want to change? Maybe the Grim Searches are decent. I don't know what to change. 1 Grim Search. Take out 2 horrors. My plan that I had announced where I was going to get to the point of casting the horrors. Never did. Okay, we're on the play. Keep. Land, cycle, land, cycle. We have the Reaping, we have the Petal. Our opponent has mulligan to 6. This is for the marbles. Let's pass. I was digging so hard for a Pyro for so long. Relic. Bruh. Bruh. Okay. Pass, I guess. Land. Pass the turn. We're gonna get got by this random relic. It's pretty annoying. Let's cycle. This puts cards in the graveyard for the relic. And luckily, the relic will automatically target it. Cycle again. So now I need to work up some creatures, right? I need to put creatures on the table, attack with them. So if I find a Dark Ritual, I'll play the Street Wraith. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can actually play the Vantasaur. Healer. Can also just Grim Search the Furnace. Is that worth it? Let's cycle. We have a Deadly Dispute. So we can play the Petal and dispute the Petal. There's a lot of things in the graveyard. Now I find a Pyro. Okay. So now I think I want to put the Horror into play if I can. Relic on a random card that doesn't matter. What happens if they ninja? Do I try to kill their ninja? I think so. We take 1 going to 17. Let's cycle the Vantasaur because it's the most expensive card. Finding a Baron Moor that can help me cast the Horror. I can cast the Horror this turn. Okay. Do I think they have a Force Spike? I don't think so. Or the Broken Lands. Okay. So we have Pyroblast to keep the Horror on the table now, or to force through. They're going to Relic away. We get rid of a Lotus Petal. Looks like they're stuck on 1 land. Getting in with the Miscreant. Okay. Are they forced to ninja now? The answer is yes. They've got the Moon Circuit Hacker. Plays Island. Holding on to the Relic. Going to try to kill the Moon Circuit Hacker. And then play, let's cycle this Healer. Lotus Petal. Play the Petal out. Play the Baron Moor out. I'm going to attack. When it goes to 14. They play Fairy Miscreant. I think if I play the Grim Search, they won't really have a response. Get rid of a non-creature. They play a Miscreant. Okay. They're looking for a land, it looks like. Huh. So let's try to Grim Search away this land. We'll take Horror and... do I even want Horror and land, I guess? Land. Play another Horror. Okay. I feel like I'm making the Cycle community proud by going the beatdown route. Maybe not. I'm doing my best. Would you like to take 4 again and go to 10? Yes, they would. Nice. So next turn, if they don't block, they're dead. We'd have to find a Pyroblast to protect our creature, though. They're going to Relic. We'll get rid of a random non-creature. Okay. So they're going to Miscreant and then Ninja and then Miscreant again. Ah, big Ninja. Interesting. So they might just be dead here. We have Street Wraith. Ugh. This is pretty close. It gets +2/+0, right? +2/+1. Cycle, cycle. Graves the Street Wraith, cycle that. Okay, you're dead. Yes! Yes! Amazing! Attack in. This is a Brian Cook scenario. Dark Ritual. Amazing. Cycle. And we'll cycle again. We'll cycle again. If I can find a Pyroblast, I could. So Pyroblast means that they're very, very dead. I don't even have to use the Reaping the Graves, but I'm going to. Reaping the Graves. Get back. Storm is 1. Get back the 2 Street Wraiths. Get back the other Street Wraith. It's so cool. Cycle. Cycle again. That was so awesome. You're dead. We got the trophy! Yes! Cycle Storm is the best Storm deck in Pauper. I don't think it's really a question. So hopefully you enjoyed. I'm really happy because I had a trophy and then I had another trophy. So we'll see you in the next video.